Hey, what's up? I'm here with Grant and Tim from Underoath. Guys, how's it going?
Great.
It's hot next to this ice truck.
Yeah, we decided to hang out in front of a refrigerator rental, so that doesn't really help us too much unless we rent.
Just sweet irony right now.
So we're at this Heavy TO festival in Toronto. Welcome back to Canada, guys.
Thanks for having us.
The last time I saw you guys was with Thursday. What was it like seeing Thursday play Full Collapse front to back?
It was sweet. Definitely reminded me of high school.
Yeah, me too, man.
But it was cool. It was definitely. It's funny because it's funny being in a band, having old records, and like seeing them play their old songs. Like, there's part of it you love, and there's part of it like, oh man. Like, I remember talking to one of the guitar players, Steve, and he's just like, "This was the first song I ever wrote on guitar, and I'm playing it like 10 years later now." It's just kind of a funny thing, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, I'm sure you guys know that like the older stuff does have connections to people. You know, you guys, you know, even though maybe it's stuff that you don't like to play as much anymore because you get older and you grow up, but you know, are you guys aware of how important some of the earlier Underoath stuff is to the fans? You know?
Yeah, we grasp its importance, but we don't really let that factor into what we play live or don't.
Yeah.
We just do what we want.
Disambiguation is the new record. It's a good album, and it's got the new drummer, the dude Dan. It's Dan, right?
Yeah.
He's from Normagene. So talk about him coming into the band, and how much that shaped the sound of the record.
Yeah, he's been a big asset to the writing process of the record. He wrote some guitar stuff for a song. Really just helped facilitate our creativity. We all just ganged up on everything and just went for it. And what came out, came out. We didn't really have time to dissect who was doing what. It just started writing, and we wrote the whole record within a few months' time, probably like 2 months. So it was the quickest we've ever written, and the most condensed writing process, but it just kept coming naturally, so worked out.
Why did you think you guys had that work ethic? You know what I mean?
Because we had to. We had recording studio time booked, and then our old drummer quit, so we were just kind of like, well, what do we do? And 2 weeks into writing with Daniel, we had 1 or 2 ideas that were already like feeling great, so we were like, let's just commit to moving through on our date, and we just put ourselves under the gun, and what came out, and we're super stoked on it.
So I mean, like, you know, when you write that way, you know, you do an album that way, you know, how do you just let it? How do you just let it come out like that? You know what I mean? Like, do you go into producer mode sometimes, and you're like, no, we got to scale this back, or we got to do this, or did you just sort of because it's definitely a different record for you guys, right?
Yeah, I think a big thing, and kind of the same thing that happened to us back in '04, when you have kind of a large member change, like someone that, like, obviously Aaron was a big part.
Yeah.
You kind of get this, no one knows what's going to happen next, like, mentality. So you have like kind of a fresh start, and I think that's kind of where we came together with Daniel when we started writing. It was just basically everyone was down to go anywhere, any direction, anytime. You know, like, I think if you listen to the record, there's a lot of songs that cover almost different styles of music, but kind of keep it cohesive in the same aspect. But when we were actually writing the songs, like, nothing was kind of out of the question, you know what I mean? So in that regard, I think that makes it a lot easier to be like, okay, you know, like, let's try this riff. It sounds completely different, but from that song, but let's work with it. Let's go with it, you know? So
talk about like the Radiohead song.
Yeah, we heard Kid A, and we wanted to cover a song. No, it just kind of came out that way. We started just jamming on it, and stuff kind of, felt really not like us, and we were like, let's just run with it and see where it goes, and what came out, came out.
I mean, what do you guys listen to when you don't want to listen to, like, punk or metal? You know what I mean? Are you listening to Radiohead? What are you guys listening to?
Us.
You guys just listen to yourselves nonstop?
No, I mean, Radiohead a lot, At the Drive-In, all the way to, like, Jay-Z, Kanye West, all the way to Tom Petty, and everyone's stuff's across the board, but none of it revolves around heavy music at all for the most part.
Paper Lung, talk about that tune. That's a cool, I really like that one as well. It's a bit different as well.
Yeah, that one kind of changed a lot, actually, from initial idea to final conception. It was actually, I remember we were in the studio, and I know Tim was actually like changing guitar parts pretty much on the spot while we were recording it, and just trying to like kind of nail it down. Like, it definitely just kind of transformed a few times over, but yeah, that was one of the first songs where Spencer put down vocals, singing vocals like a chorus, and like we just kind of there. I wasn't even there originally, and we just all were vibing on it, and just decide to add that again, and then like kind of make it more of a structured song, which we don't usually have too much of, but everyone was into it, so yeah.
So yeah, again, we are at Heavy TO. You guys have probably played a lot of festivals at this point in your careers. Give me your favorite festival memory. Any festival, just one time where maybe you guys just rocked it, or you just kick-ass festival story.
I don't have one.
Mine was probably, we played Graz Rock in Belgium like 4 years ago, and I think we played right before Taking Back Sunday. I don't know, or Bullet for My Valentine. But anyways, we played the main stage, and they had just like this house light setup that was insane, and a friend of ours did lights, and it was just, this show was just amazing. I just remember being like I was blind half of it, but it was awesome. Like, you know what I mean? Just tons of people and just really exciting.
Considering the roots of your band and sort of how you guys came up, when you get into a big festival like this and you got like Slayer fans and Megadeth fans, like what do you do to like, to win those guys over? Or, how do you reach the guy way at the back, We
don't really think of it like that. We just do what we do, and we know what we do isn't for everyone, so we try to do what we believe is the best representation of us, where we're at, to the best of our ability, and hope that it connects with as many people as possible. And if you're a Megadeth fan and you don't get it, like, that's fine. We're not going to try to do something to help you get it. Like, you either get it or you don't, and that isn't a positive or negative stance. I don't think. It's just we kind of do our thing, and we hope that people connect with it, and the more that do, the better. But it's never a really contrived, like, if we do this, maybe these types of people will warm up to us kind of thing.
Why do you guys think you've been able to sort of walk that line, where you can play like a show with, let's say, Taking Back or Thursday, but then also jump on a bill like this?
I think when it's worked and it's worked well, it's just because like people respect the fact that you're doing what you do. You're not trying to be something else, or like it's something fresh. And I think that even if you don't like it, the fact that people will respect that and kind of latch on to that aspect of it. So I think for us, it's just, if it was like us trying to fit into this crowd and trying to fit in this crowd, like the crowd would be able to tell, it's like it would come off as fake and generic and stuff. So that's kind of like, that's our thing. We just do what we do, and hopefully you like it. And if not, it's all good.
I want to ask you guys about hockey, because you were breaking my balls, Grant, about wearing a Maple Leafs shirt right now. You guys are from Tampa. Do you guys go to Tampa Bay games?
I go to Yankee games.
You go to Yankee games. You're a Yankees fan?
That's my hockey team of choice. No, I don't do anything.
You got to be a Rays fan.
Grant's the hockey guy.
Yeah, I had season tickets.
Oh, seriously?
Last season, yeah.
How much is it to go to a game? It's like $5 billion here.
It's not as bad. I mean, now it is a little better, but we were where you guys were 2 seasons ago, and it was like, you can get tickets from anywhere from like $20 for a game seats. Yeah, so it's not too bad.
It's gotta be nice, because I mean, you guys get this. This is your weather normally, right?
Yeah, this is actually a moderately tolerable day back home.
So it's gotta be nice to go into a hockey rink,
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, like people bring their hoodies out and stuff in like July.
Okay, last question would be, what are you guys listening to these days?
The new Bon Iver.
Oh yeah. There's a song called Calgary on it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's a good song.
It's decent.
Grant?
What am I listening to? I just bought a new Taking Back Sunday. Okay. Been jamming that a little bit, and
it's pretty rock and roll, eh?
Yeah, it is. The first song is awesome. I like it a lot. But other than that, I've been.
Oh, Kanye?
Kanye West Pandora radio station has been doing it for me. We had a couple long drives in this tour we've been on, so that's been hitting it in the spot.
You guys ever cross paths with Kanye West?
Yeah.
Have you guys actually?
Yeah. He came out to one of our shows, tried to meet the band, but we just told him moving along. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No, we've never have.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say. Anyways, dudes, thanks for your time today.
Yeah.
It was nice talking to you guys. Yeah, we'll catch up next time.
Sweet. Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Peace.
Explore Music wears English Laundry apparel.